Hi Scorpio, this is your love and relationship reading for October. Before we start the reading, just an apology for the way I sound. I had surgery recently, so it's affected my speech. Thankfully, each day it is getting better and improving. But, you know, just an apology for the way that I sound, and hopefully you can still understand me okay. So, Scorpio, the way I've done the readings, this top row is for singles, and this row here is for people that in relationships. We're going to look at the card at the bottom of the deck, which is going to be an overall message for all of you. So, the card you have is the Magician. Now, the Magician is the card of manifestation, okay? And manifesting whatever it is that you want, whether that be, you know, a relationship, whether that be, you know, a new relationship or an old one. For some of you, it may not be a relationship that you want at the moment. It may be that you're wanting, you know, to focus on your career and your finances. But the Magician is about knowing that you have all the tools and all the ingredients at your disposal to be able to manifest and create whatever it is you want. Now, Scorpio, with the singles, the card you have at the centre is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is the slowest moving knight in the tarot. And he's the slowest because he's very methodical. He crosses all the T's and he dots all the I's. He always gets to his destination, but he takes his time. Now, this, for some of you, Scorpio, could be talking about your energy. That since your last relationship came to an end, maybe some of you have been on this slow progression forward, that you have not wanted to rush into another relationship, that you wanted some time out, that you wanted maybe to be on your own for a while and focus on your own life. For others of you, this could be here to signify that maybe somebody is going to cross paths with you. Somebody is coming into your life. And, you know, maybe for some of you, you've been waiting for a long time, you know, and it may feel that you've been on your own for too long. And, you know, the time that you've been waiting for, you know, Miss Right or Mr. Right to come into your life may have felt, you know, like an eternity here. So that Knight of Pentacles can go one of two ways for you. Now, with the past coming through, we do have the Page of Cups. Now, the page is messages, okay? And this page brings messages to do with feelings and emotions. There can be a touch of immaturity with this page, in the sense that, you know, sometimes he can struggle with a committed relationship. Now, this is coming through from the past. So, is it here to signify, Scorpio, that the people you've been in a relationship with before had these issues with commitment? Is it here to signify, Scorpio, that that's the situation with you, that you struggled when it comes to commitment in the past? Or are these messages, you know, has somebody approached you recently and reached out to you in terms of feelings and emotions? Now, in the present position, we do have here the Hierophant. And for me, when we're dealing with the Hierophant, in relationship readings, we are dealing with the more traditional type of relationship. You know, not friends with benefits, not dating numerous different people. You know, we're talking about a traditional type of relationship that maybe in the future could lead to commitment, i.e. marriage. Now, again, I feel that this is here, and I have this, I think, for Virgo as well, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, for me, I think this is the type of relationship that you are, you know, that you've been holding on to. You know, you're wanting stability, you're wanting security. And the Knight of Pentacles is very much that type of energy that can bring security and stability into our lives. So I think for you, that is the type of relationship now that you are wanting. In your advised position, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is holding on, okay? I don't think this is you holding on to a past relationship, a past person. I think this Four of Pentacles is here purely for you in the sense of you holding on to that hope that you are going to find that type of relationship that we have just spoken about. But your outcome is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is about having been through challenges, okay? So having been in relationships where there have been maybe some conflict, maybe, you know, these challenges. Then with the Nine of Wands, it leaves us with this, you know, forewarned is forearmed. I think for you, Scorpio, when you finally re-enter another relationship, you're not going to make those same mistakes you made before. I think most definitely in the beginning part of this relationship, you're going to have your barriers up in order to protect yourself. Now, you, Scorpio, generally tend to have those barriers up anyway, but I think with that Nine of Wands being there, they're going to be that much more reinforced. So somebody coming into your life is going to have to try to break those barriers down. And that is not always easy to do with a Scorpio. But if we're dealing with a Scorpio that has maybe been hurt, then that can be doubly difficult. So while I can understand you may have these barriers up, it's not always a good idea to build those barriers too high that another individual finds them insurmountable. So, moving on to Scorpio couples. We have here the Five of Cups at the centre. Now, the Five of Cups can be a card of dealing with loss, okay, and feeling an emotional loss. It can be the that feeling of, you know, when a relationship has come to an end. But the Five of Cups also can be a card of regret. Regret for things that we didn't do, or regret for things that we did do. It can also be a card of an apology, wanting to make an apology, or wanting the other person to apologise to us. The thing with the Five of Cups, though, is there is the Two Cups behind that man. And the Two of Cups, as we know, you know, in the tarot, the Two of Cups is the I get you card, I understand you card. We see eye to eye. So, you know, there is a relationship here, Scorpio, that, you know, can be a good relationship. With the past coming through, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, this is the card of walking away. As I always say with the Eight of Cups, it wasn't all bad because we got 8 cups. One more would have been wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. But something lacking, something missing, okay? Now, it is possible here, Scorpio, that we are dealing with a situation for some of you whereby either you or the other person in the recent past have walked away. And with that Five of Cups being there, there is this regret, this sadness attached to it. Now, in the present, we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card awaiting to see results. We've come from the Two of Wands, which is the crossroads, needing to choose a path to go down. But we're now at the Three of Wands. We've made our choice and now we're waiting to see the results. Now, I feel that this could be going one of two ways here for you, Scorpio. That Three of Wands could be for some of you that if you were the one that's walked away and now you're waiting to see how your life is going to turn out. You're waiting to see, you know, the results of the decision you've made to end this relationship. But for others of you, that Three of Wands could be that you are waiting on your partner because they are the ones that walked away, but you are, you know, you've made your decision that you still want to be with this person and you're the one that's waiting on them, okay? That Five of Cups, the thing with these readings is they can go vice versa. So that Five of Cups could be touching on the energy of your partner and maybe not you, okay? That definitely can be the case for some of you. Now, in your advice, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe for some of you, this is your partner, whether you've recently broke up or not, that maybe you've been dealing with an air sign. If not, then, you know, this being in your advice, I would feel that it's advising you to be more logical, okay? Because the Queen of Swords makes her decisions based on her logic and not her emotions. And if that Five of Cups is talking about you, you know, focusing very heavily on what's been lost, and feeling this emotional loss and being very much wrapped into your emotions, the Queen of Swords could be there as a reminder to be more logical. But also the Queen of Swords, you know, she wants the truth. She uses that sword to speak her truth, to cut through to the truth. So maybe there are some truths that need to be spoken here, Scorpio, be it from you or your partner. And, you know, it has to be said with that Eight of Cups that it may be for some of you that you or your partner have been thinking about leaving this relationship, but maybe at this moment in time have not done so. And maybe that Five of Cups is there to suggest that if you do walk away from this relationship, if you haven't already done so, then it could lead to these regrets. Now, the outcome card is fantastic. You had the Sun card. So either way, Scorpio, whether we're talking about you leaving a relationship or we're talking about a relationship needing to be healed and repaired, either way, it's going to work in your favour. The Sun card is the most positive card in the tarot. It, it brings rejuvenation. It energizes us. We have clarity. We see things more clearly in the light of the sun. So it could be, if you're taking more of that logical approach, that is going to bring clarity, and it's going to help you work out what it is that you need to do, what it is you need to focus on here, what it is that maybe it brings that clarity that you need to start to focus on those 2 cups that are still standing. Okay, if for some of you this is the breakup of a relationship, then those 2 cups could be talking about you and another individual that is there to help you and support you, because the 2 of Cups isn't always about personal relationships. It can be our friendships, family, any type of relationship. So Scorpio, that is your reading. Once again, sorry for the way that I sound. I can't do much about that at the moment. But that is your reading, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.